This Weber repair video is all about changing the manifold on the Genesis family of grills. There are a handful of models in this series. For this video, we're working on the 330, but manifold replacement is the same for all Genesis grills. Start by shutting off the gas supply. If you're working on a propane model, take the tank out of the grill. It's always safest to remove the lid when you're working on a grill, even if, strictly speaking, you don't need to take it off to get at what you're working on. Remove the cotter pins and hinge pins, then lift the lid off and set it to one side in the upright position. You don't want to store it upside down because that can scratch the top of the lid. Replace the hinge pins and cotter pins in the cook box so you don't lose them. With the lid out of the way, remove the cooking grates and flavorizer bars. You're going to need to get into the burner tubes later. You'll stay cleaner, and you'll do a neater job if you take a few minutes to clean out the ash and debris that might be in the cook box. Although you've been called in to deal with a manifold issue, be sure to inspect the burner tubes while you're working. If corrosion has caused any damage, you'll need to let the grill owner know that the tubes need replacing. Pull the knobs off, then remove the small machine screws on the underside of the control panel. There's one at each end, and you need to open the doors in order to get at them. Unclip the control panel by lifting it straight up, then slide it forward and rest it on the edge of the partially opened doors. Disconnect the color-coded wiring from the igniter module. There's a stainless steel heat shield that's fastened to the manifold, and now's the time to take it off. There's one screw on each side. Before you go further, unclip the igniter wires from the plastic clips that hold them to the heat shield. Use a couple of open-end wrenches to loosen and remove the gas lines from the manifold. A socket wrench or a nut driver are the easiest tools to use for removing the two machine screws that hold the manifold to the grill. With the screws removed, it's easy to pull the manifold out from the burner tubes and away from the grill. It's very important that you use genuine Weber replacement parts that are made for the specific grill you're working on. Even when you think you've got the correct replacement part, compare it visually to the old one, just to make sure everything's right. As you slip the new manifold into position, put the ends of the valves into the holes in the burners, then thread the mounting screws in, one at each end. Thread the gas line fittings onto the new manifold finger tight, then snug up the fittings with open-end wrenches. Before you replace the heat shield, inspect the plastic wire clips and replace any that are broken or melted. Install and tighten the small screws that secure the heat shield, one on each end. It's very important that the wire coming from the right-hand electrode go underneath the gas lines, not above them. Push all the wires into the clips, then get ready to reinstall the control panel. But before you do that, reconnect the gas supply to the grill, then use a soap and water solution to leak test the gas line fittings where they meet the manifold. Wash off the solution afterwards with clear water, then wipe the manifold dry. Place the control panel in front of the grill, then reconnect the color-coded igniter wires to the igniter module. Connect the control panel to the grill by slipping it down over the mounting clips, then reinstall the knobs and get ready to test the burners. With the gas turned on, the burners should light immediately as soon as the valves turned on with the igniter button pushed. Be sure to test the side burner as well if the model you're working on has one. If all looks good, replace the small machine screws that secure the bottom of the control panel, one at each end. Finish up by replacing the flavorizer bars and the cooking grates before fitting the lid back into position, along with the hinge pins and cotter pins. Finish up by testing the smooth operation of the lid, then get ready to wipe the grill down. You may have been called in to restore factory new performance to this grill, but please use some soft, non-abrasive grill wipes to leave the grill looking better than when you arrived. Thank you very much for taking the time to learn how to service the Genesis family of grills properly. You're a valuable part of the Weber team.